Hello, workmates. Welcome to Work and Talk in PH, your go to podcast for lifestyle insights, career convos, and real estate realness, where chill convos meet real life lessons because hashtag it works.
I'm Marie Chris, and today our guest is a storyteller in every sense of the word. From teleseries that captures millions of hearts to passion projects that celebrate art, travel, and culture. Please welcome Cyrus Dan Canares. Welcome to the podcast and thank you for joining us. Thank you so much, Cyrus, for having us in your beautiful space here in Mandaluyong. Guys, you need to come here.
Yay, yes, please. Hello, nice to see you again.
Yeah, so thank you so much for guesting in Work in PH. So we really want the viewers to know your story. I know you love art ever since you were young. You love drawing, and it really led you to where you are now. Can you run through us this journey about playing with colors and shapes, and at what age did you start
Okay.
realizing this?
Okay, sige, let's go way back. So, I don't know, I remember one of my earliest memory and I guess earliest validation is that nung kinder ako, I was awarded best in art. Tapos,
Kinder, mga 4 to 5 years old
yes,
yan,
so
diba?
sabi ng nanay ko, tapos kaya daw ako in-awardan ng ganun. Kasi, and this I remember, like, akala ng mga teachers hindi ako nakikinig because I keep on doodling lang. Tapos back then, yung mga desks, meron pa siya yung, mabubuksan mo pa siya, tapos diba you can put things. So,
yes.
lagi ko lang dun iniiwan. Tapos, sabi ng teacher, kinausap niya yung nanay ko, sabi niya, yung anak mo, parang, yes, hindi siya nakikinig, pero ginagawa niya to mga to. So, I was awarded best in art. So, but, ayun, tapos since then, I always remember like just playing around with colors. I like Lego growing up. So, I like the building blocks, and then, but more so because of the color combination.
Yes.
And then, nung high school ako, I pick up a hobby which is doodling and then coloring that you saw earlier.
Yes.
So, I usually do it on Christmas breaks kasi pag maraming so,
And it really starts from a doodle.
doodle, tapos shapes na lang and everything. I was a frustrated artist nung bata pa talaga ako. Parang gusto ko pa ako familiar dun sa term na artist, but I really like yung mga mga painting, yung mga ganun. So, excited na ako pag nakakita ko ng mga ganun. So,
And I think you're really good with shapes and colors because all your
Thank you.
products now is really combination of different shapes and colors, and when you put it together, it's beautiful.
Oh, thank you. You know what? Yun nga, so when I put up this space and then nakita ko ulit yung mga doodles ko from high school all the way to college hanggang post-college, sabi ko, oh my God, I just really went back
Saka important na tinatago yung artwork, maski kindergarten.
Yes. Oh, I'm very sentimental. I keep everything. So, I'm such a hoarder in some terms. So, lagang inaano kaya mga papers, lahat. So,
And you really wanted com arts in college. That was your first choice.
No, I actually took up economics because nung third year high school ako, I like it as a subject, but I like it as a social concept, not so much of the numbers. So nung nag-echo na ako sa letran, parang I wasn't happy. So parang, tapos nakikita ko yung mga com art students. I knew I was already artistic, pero sabi ko, baka naman it's too much kung parang too literal, kung parang mayabang pa akong gano'n. But I saw them and they were having so much fun. So I decided to shift. So
that was what, second year college?
No, oh my God, I had a very colorful college life kasi bulak-bulak ako ng college So, because I don't like my course, pinasukan ko lang lahat ng social science subject ko, which I ace, by the way. Pero lahat ng mga management, lahat ng mga business courses, binaksak ko siya. So, I almost got kicked out. Tapos, ang saving grace ko is I was part of the school paper. So, sabi nung din sa akin.
And you were writing.
Yeah, sabi nung din sa akin, you're really not stupid kasi how can you be stupid if you just don't like what you do? Sabi ko, yes, I would like to transfer to com arts. But then, yung com arts, hindi ako tinanggap kasi sobrang baksa ko. Sabi niya, mag-entrep ka muna, magpataas ka ng grades, let us believe na parang talagang you deserve this. Tapos yun, tumaas yung grade ko sa entrep, tapos I was able to so, delay ako ng 2 years. But that's okay because...
and a lot of learning from eco to entrep to com arts.
Yes. And then yung com arts, doon ako flourish na ako.
And you were writing about different topics in the school paper?
Yes, mostly movie reviews. Tapos meron din kaming op-ed. So I was part of the editorial board. So meron kaming opinion piece.
But you really also enjoyed writing ever since? Or you just discovered it in college?
In college. No, in high school, I was writing mga poetries. Pero yung mga cutesy po.
Yes.
Actually, even elementary, I was writing mga poetry, pero mga cutesy-cutesy lang. So, yeah, I remember writing love stories. May binabasa akong dyaryo dati na parang may mga advice. Tapos parang nire-repeat ko siya. I remember either inuulit ko siya or ginagawa ko siya ng sarili kong version. I also remember giving letters to family members. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so I've been...
And then right after college, your first real job was writing.
Yes. So, nung fourth year college ako, we have a subject called writing for TV. And then, that time, GMA 7, parang kumukuha sila sa mga school ng dalawa-dalawa. Parang starstruck siya. Yung parang, parang workshop siya. Tapos, pag nagustuhan ka nila, kukunin ka na nila. So, was luckily, parang
Sa
nagustuhan
top
nila.
2.
Oh, marami naman kami.
Yeah.
Pero sa letteran, dalawa lang kami talagang pinadala. Tapos, ako yung nakapunta.
Nakuha.
Oh, so they wanted
So,
me
dun
to...
yung start ng writing
So,
career mo.
Oo. Ano pa ako nun? Di pa ako graduate. Nagsusulat na ako for... So, parang naging brainstormer ako for the first ever Darna.
Wow!
Kay Angel Locsin. Tapos, ayun. Pero, wala. I quit after a year because I don't know if you know, but I work for the cruise ship.
No, now lang. Yung nag-cruise ship ka pa.
Yeah.
That's why may travel fund
Yes.
ka.
So, I work for the cruise ship kasi at that time, I was very much interested in photography. So, in-upload ko yung mga photos ko online. Tapos, ayun, in-email ako na Magsaysay, which is a big shipping company.
Yeah.
Tapos sabi nila, would you like to work on a cruise ship? Like, traveling the world while doing
Of
photos.
course,
I was
yes.
like, oh my God.
Yes.
So, I applied. Tapos yun, nakapasa ako. I did it for 4 years.
Tagal
But more
din.
video. Kasi I fell in love with video naman.
Yeah.
Kasi yung
And
cruise
yun
ship
talaga
photography
yung
is...
film
Yes.
video.
kasi nung college ako, na-hone ko yung...
And that was film photography.
Yes. Oo,
And you had to
naabutan ko
develop
yung
your own
shift.
film.
Naabutan ko yung shift sa film hanggang sa nag-digital
Yeah.
kami. Tapos, but I fell in love more dun sa video making kasi yun yung mas nagustuhan ko. Kasi,
And it's really more storytelling. It complements your writing and
yes,
the
exactly.
storytelling via video.
Yes. And oh my God, the sights that you see. So yun,
So it's through your travel that you're able to develop characters for the stories you create.
I guess so, yes. And also the people I met in the cruise ship because you meet so many people like from across walks of life and culture.
So what's the favorite story that you've created so far?
Sa mga cruise ship, wala. Ano ba? Oh, you mean or in general or sa cruise ship?
Any, in general.
Oh, I really like. We had a show called Ning Ning. It's ABS-CBN. Kasi after 5 years, I decided to quit, and then because I really want to work for ABS-CBN, it's really my
And focus
goal.
on your writing naman.
Yes,
Storytelling.
specifically for that network kasi I grew up watching ABS-CBN.
Yes.
So I was excited when.
But you were trained by GMA.
I know, but they know naman. But no, I mean yung generation namin iba yung generation namin sa ABS-CBN that time. Kasi we grew up watching Sineskwela at iba
But
pa.
I took my internship in Studio 23.
Oh my
We
God,
were the ones that launched Dawson's Creek.
Yun, nabutan kayo.
Yes.
Oh,
But super fun nga ABS-CBN.
Yeah, I mean, di ba
Saka masarap yung food sa
sa
cafeteria.
loob, no? Sobra. So anyways,
So, Ning
Ning Ning, it's not a typical show in a sense na slice of life siya.
Yeah.
So wala masyadong mga big plots na mga walang mga bad characters, walang mga
So it's all good vibes.
It's all good vibes. It's all about celebrating the life. And also, parang maganda din yung sinasabi niya about migration kasi it's about this kid from Palawan, family from Palawan who decided to try their luck in Manila. And then they decided na our real life is really
Palawan.
So,
So
they
they
moved
went
back.
back.
They went back and tapos doon sila parang nakita na parang, oh, we can build a life here because this is our life.
Yes.
I like that. So,
So you like making feel-good stories?
Yes.
Nothing complicated?
Well, nung bata ako, gusto ko din yun. Kasi I grew up with those kind of stories.
Yes.
Baka ko sa'yo,
Yes.
Barak Lara. And I'm really a fan of the soap opera dynamics. Yung buong
Yes. Yeah, growing up, yun yung dinner namin,
Yun.
diba?
Yes.
Walang katapusan na...
Yeah, yung mga dialogues
Ako
na
sa'yo.
malalaman. Yeah, so parang ingrained siya sa DNA ng mga batang nights.
How do you think that how can the Philippines remain competitive in teleserye if you have the K-dramas already where...
Yeah, I know. Me and my writer friends were always talking about this, and I would always tell them, we would always tell each other na parang not to make it like a government thing, but kailangan talaga ng support.
Government
Kasi
support.
K-pop is very much
Yes, yes.
supported by the government.
Yes.
Grabe yung
Subsidized.
subsidized talaga yung
Yeah,
nila.
yeah.
Grabe talaga. Kasi even their bosses, they went there to check Iba talaga, talaga siya, project talaga sila ng Korean government.
And that's their way also of selling the Korean lifestyle, the Korean products.
Yes. And look at them now.
Their tourism.
Oo. Wala tayong ganun. So, may hirap siya. So, double hard work talaga for the creatives, for the media companies to do that. So, ayun.
So for us to stay competitive, we need government support. That's the reality.
That's the reality of it. But and also like but I guess exposure nandiyan kasi alam na naman natin yung mga ginagawa nila
Yeah.
And trying new things. But we do good naman. For example, yung there are Cinemalaya hits or mga independent movie hits na parang making waves abroad.
And the K-dramas every 3 months gets only 12 to 16 episodes.
Grabe sila. And not only K-dramas, pati K-pop, like the music, yung Demon.
Yes. I think itong Halloween na to madami na ganun. Demon Hunters.
Demon Hunters, di ba? Parang
if you could speak directly to the big players, the networks, producers, directors, what would you say about the future of storytelling in the Philippines?
Oh, that's such a big question. Wait lang, let me think.
Inom muna ako ng chocolate.
I feel like I have an answer to that already, pero parang di siya pwedeng sabihin. No, ano lang, just keep on gambling. I know it's hard, given like the economy, mahirap naman after all, it's a business.
Yes.
We do understand, as creatives, naiintindihan naman namin yung mga calls minsan ng mga big bosses and producers on how to do that. But gamble a little bit. Parang
take more risk.
Take more, kahit 10% lang or So, para tapos kasi we understand naman na it needs to sell. So, but also let's all be mindful as well of all the stories na inaano natin. Parang iba na kasi yung generation ngayon. Parang they absorb everything, the youth.
Yes.
Grabe yung
and they can't anymore distinguish if it's real or not.
Yeah. So let's be mindful of what we're putting out there kasi at the end of the day, nakaka-affect talaga yung mga sinusulat natin dun sa sa pulse ng
the feedback we've been getting with the undergrads now is they don't want to get into film kasi konti lang their opportunity doon. What can you say about this? Wala na ba talagang opportunity in this industry?
I don't think I'm the perfect person to answer that, but I will tell you kung ano lang yung observation ko. There are a lot of, when ABS-CBN shut down, I know for a fact na maraming mga independent producers and independent media company yung nagbukas. So, and that's good in a way. Kasi parang kumalat yung mga, I don't know how they are surviving right now. So, but if it's opportunity that they're looking for, they can very well start their own.
Yes.
This is,
I think, technology
there's a film director, Sean Baker, who directed Florida Project, who directed Magnolia.
So, kung gusto nila,
they filmed using their iPhone.
So, there's no reason.
I think so. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it's easy it's easy to say than do, but if you're really passionate with it, you just do it. There are lots of independent, as well, parang mga grads or producers to do that. So if you have a strong story to tell, don't let anyone stop you.
So we can't avoid this topic. AI is slowly entering the creative field, including writing. What's your take on this? And is it a threat or do you think it could actually help the industry? AI.
Okay. I think it's inevitable. It's there already. We cannot, parang di siya pwedeng mawala.
Yes,
but I
it's
think
already in our everyday.
It's in our everyday.
Yes.
So, parang second version lang siya ng robot, ng mga, yung systemized.
Yes,
parang, di ba, yung robotics. I think it's a tool that we can use. For example, I'm writing something right now that needs translation. So, it helps a lot from different dialects. So, tapos ita-translate mo sa ganito. It helps me a lot.
Yeah.
Pero, I think writers should be very, very careful to, na parang iasa lang lahat dun sa AI.
Yeah.
Kasi at the end of the day,
it's just like to assist them but not actually to do everything.
No, I mean, you still need to go out in the world, feel things, and then see things. I tried writing a prompt, and then I was like, please write me a story like this. And then, binibigay naman niya, pero mga generic lang. Wala talaga eh.
It's like an outline. And then you just need to still...
Yeah, it's a jump off start.
Yeah.
Feeling ko you can use it like as a weapon to do that. Jump point. Tapos, No, you go there, hindi mo talaga siya i-asa. It cannot. It cannot write a joke. It
Yes.
cannot write a dialogue.
Yes.
So, hindi mo din siya magagamit. But you can use it as a tool.
Correct,
For
correct.
research or for,
Or for creative blocks,
For
just to help you start.
like a prompt. Yes,
Yes.
yeah. But I don't think writers should be afraid of it. At least, I don't know. Not
So,
yet.
okay, so from writing, we go now to tapestry. Can you share us your journey and
Oh, sa
when-
travel fund.
Yeah.
Okay.
was it in the cruise ship that you really, or you just wanted to travel the world and you needed to have a travel fund?
Yes. Yeah, very, very that. Kasi when I worked for the cruise ship, I developed wanderlust. Parang,
Yes.
I wanna keep on traveling. I wanna do this. But then I love writing too, so I work for ABS. Pero syempre, when you're starting, di naman enough yung sweldo mo
Yes,
to
yes.
do that. So I started painting pillows.
When you did the travel fund, what were your top 5 destinations that you wanted to go to?
I wanted to go back to South America. Kasi sa South America, doon kami pinaka nag-stay and I really, really love it. So I wanted to go back to South America.
So, kailangan mo nga ng travel fund.
Travel fund kasi ang
Ang
mahal.
layo.
Also, I want to go to Hong Kong kasi Hong Kong naman is very close to my place because of In the Mood for Love, si Wong Kar-wai, which is
Yes.
my favorite director
Yes.
of all time. So, that was the first country na pinuntahan ko
With
outside
your
the
travel
cruise ship.
fund.
Yes. Hong Kong ba? Vietnam? Basta one of those. Yeah. Hong Kong. So,
And because you needed a travel fund, you thought of creating. I mean,
yeah.
how
so,
did you come about? I mean, you needed a travel fund, but like, how did you think of I'm gonna do pillows? I'm gonna do no tapestry, just pillows. You started with pillows.
With pillows talaga. No,
Why
kasi
pillows?
it was a time na I still live in Apuvai. We have a new house and I was decorating my room and I'm looking for like a black and white. Back then, uso yung Scandinavian design na puro
Yes.
black and white na geometric.
Yes.
And I've been looking for a pillow that I wanted for
And
my room.
walang available
Wala,
sa market.
either wala or sobrang mahal.
Yes.
So sabi ko, you know what, I think I can paint this. And I did.
So that's how you started.
Yeah, tas
because you
I-
needed one.
Yeah, so I painted one, tapos nagpinta din ako ng table runner, nagpinta din ako ng pants, sabay-sabay yan.
Yes,
Tapos
yes.
mas na-in-love ako dun sa pillows. And people like it. My friends are telling me na, you can sell that. Tapos sabi niya,
And travel fund started 2012.
2012, I would say.
2012.
Parang 2011, I was flirting with the idea na parang, let me check, baka 2012. I remember 2012, kasi I recall starting nung nag-Legazpi Sunday Market ako. Feeling ko yun yung talagang start
And your
ko.
initial number of pillows were
Oh my
like,
God.
the
Latag-latag lang
collection?
ng, oo, latag-latag lang ng banig. Yung mga 12 pieces lang yun. Kasi, syempre ako yung nagpipinta noon.
Yes,
Tapos,
yes.
Nagpipaint pa ako dun sa kitchen island namin. Tapos,
And then eventually from pillows, you ventured already into tapestry, then now furniture, and
yes.
stools.
Oo. So, once, nung nag-start na ako ng pillows, tapos,
And no formal training in furniture making.
wala. Well, it's important to note that, although I make furniture, yung mga ottoman,
Yeah.
I'm not really a furniture maker. I'm more of a furniture artist, meaning pag may furniture na nakita ko luma, I would remake it and then upcycle
Yes,
them.
yes.
So, pero wala akong background dun sa ganun. So, lahat by YouTube, tapos by hiring the right people,
Yes,
that's by
yes.
hiring the right upholsterer, tapos telling them what I want.
Where did you
painting
find
them.
all this?
Lahat sila, dati puro connection. Talagang I would go to, minsan pumupunta pa talaga ako sa mga bahay-bahay, naghahanap talaga ako ng mga upholsterer, naglalagay ako ng sign sa gate
Wanted.
namin. Oo.
And I think the trend now, especially for this new generation, is sustainable fashion, sustainable
Yes.
home, and
Yes, I hope it's not just a trend. I hope it's
Yes.
it's gonna become a norm because it's really important. This thing, especially. I mean, tingnan mo naman yung weather natin ngayon, parang konting ulan lang and everything with all the flood and so I hope maging norm siya. So, but anyways, to circle back, so I started doing that. Tapos naging interested na ako sa fabrics from all over the world. Filipino fabrics. So I started incorporating them. That's why
when you were
gumawa ka ng
already
mga
traveling,
tapestries.
you were able to secure those
Yes.
fabric and you're able to incorporate it with
Yes.
our own and your
So,
art.
yes, yung sa Guatemala, pumunta ko, I remember.
Yes.
Tapos yung sa so, ayun, kaya ako gumawa ng
That's
mga
so
tapestry.
interesting.
And also sa clothing, ginagamit ko din sila.
And then when you started the Ottoman, was this an order or you just thought Ottoman after pillow?
I just like, I was like, parang sa
Parang
sa pillow.
accented
Parang I
the
wanted
space.
something na, parang I wanted to do something na ganito. I don't take orders. Talagang ang gagawin ko, I always tell
And it's
people,
based on your mood. Whatever you create that day.
before, to be honest, meron pa akong ganun. Pero now, kasi syempre, I think I'm a more sensible businessman. So parang, minsan gumagawa na din ako based on
Yeah.
demand.
Yes.
Pero it's still, still always had to be my creative call. So parang yun yung hindi ko inaalis. Pero now, kasi dati talaga I would just create based on my whims and kasi nga passion mo lang, hobby mo lang naman Pero now, hindi na. Parang may strategy na din ako na But always hindi nawawala yung dapat ako pa rin yung creative.
Correct. Tell us more about the textures of, I know that you use velvet, share with us your different your textures that you use for your work.
So early on, nung mag-start na ako mag-upholstery or mag-gawa ng mga furniture and mga tapestry. Of course, as a struggling businessman, pumunta ako sa Divisoria. So doon ako pumunta lahat. And I search nag-start ako ng canvas, katya, and everything. Tapos ginamit ko sila, pero in the end, parang hindi ko nagustuhan yung mga quality nila. So I started seeking out mga talagang really, really good velvet.
Yes.
So yun, tapos I fell in love with it.
Yes,
Gusto ko yung
beautiful
texture niya when you paint it. Tapos iba-iba din siya, depende dun sa velvet na gagamitin mo. For example, this blue, iba yung magiging kulay niya pag sa another velvet, pero different lang yung So parang nagiging 3D siya almost kasi nakikita mo yung pattern ng velvet. So I also like using canvas, itong mga thick Indian canvas, parang mga thicker than katya. I like it. So, ayun, experiment lang din.
How do you conceptualize your design? Using shapes, literally shapes and colors.
Mix sa iba-iba. There are designs that alam ko ng how I want to look. For example, this one. So, si Medusa to So, if you see, it's her crying and then she gave birth to like the river, the forest, with all. So that, meron akong story in my mind.
Yes.
There are some pieces naman na ito na very random lang talaga. For example, I would just start in the middle. I have all the shapes that I need. Tapos it's like building Lego as well.
So it all adds up, like ever since you were young. And
so I have all the stencils sa mga to, yung mga shapes. Tapos I would play around with it. That's how I make shapes too. So may mga shapes na ginagawa lang namin. So I would just cut them and then put them sideways and then do something different. So iba-iba talaga siya. Walang same process. Pero always playful. Yun yung what I wanted to
It's so good, like how you evolve, like from throw pillows, and now you literally have a coffee shop. Can you tell us more about the journey, 2 years in the business?
Yes. So I've always wanted a coffee shop because, as a writer, I work on coffee shops.
And you love working in coffee shops.
I love being in a creative environment.
Yes.
And so when I moved back to Mandaluyong noong 2021, tapos my parents allowed me to use the space, wala namang gumagamit. Sabi ko, okay, I will make a coffee shop. And then it took me 3 years though to build it kasi
3 years.
Yeah, slowly kasi mas busy ako sa travel fund dun I really intended to be like a very soulful, very not minimalist at all.
Yes.
And it makes sense kasi I have all the furnitures I need, I have all the decorations I need. Tapos yung grabe kasi ako mamili ng mga abubot sa abroad or kung wherever I travel, yung mga little memorabilia.
Your souvenir?
Grabe talaga. So sabi ng mga friends ko, parang naghanap ka lang ng space
for your abubot.
Sabi ko, baka nga. So okay. So yeah, and I like vintage too. So I like it. And then nung nag-start na kami, I really like the community that we gather. I know community is such a buzzword right now, pero natutuwa talaga ako dun sa yung mga set of mga loyal patrons namin na pupunta dito.
Most of the people that come here, they're also in the creative.
Yes. Halo-halo naman, but ang daming mga nasa creative side. Tapos, they would often come to me and say how inspired they are dun sa space.
Yes.
And that's such a big validation for me. Pag
And this is really
nila,
what you want naman, to spark that creativity.
Yes. Kasi,
or to help them in their creative journey.
Yes, kasi many coffee shops or many places has done that to me.
Yes.
So I was like, okay, so for example, like Escolta, I was such a big fan of Escolta. Lagi ako pupunta ko Bao X. So ayun, parang I wanted to have something in Mandaluyong na gano'n.
Correct.
Para
in
not to compete, pero para lang maganda ko maraming art,
of course.
Artsy places. Yun, so happy ako.
And what's next pa? What's next? What are your
Well, there's gonna be a second branch very soon.
Oh, wow!
Yeah, also here in Mandaluyong, not too far from here. But that one's gonna be a little bit more slower, even slower than this. So it's gonna be a slow bar, more pour over, more manual brew.
Oh, wow!
Maybe cacao. I do like cacao a lot.
Yes.
I'm actually more of a cacao drinker than coffee.
Coffee, same here.
Yes, I like yung mga single origin ng mga
Yes, yes.
So baka I'll go to Amadeus.
Yes,
Siguro,
yes,
baka may kilala ka
yes.
doon. Ang supplier namin ngayon si Plentitude, South Cotabato naman
South
sila.
Cotabato.
Tsaka may heirloom chocolate din kami from Kokomo. Mga heirloom beans naman from Cordillera. But I like cacao, so baka medyo
And
may...
so many, yes, definitely we can share our cacao contacts from all over the Philippines.
Yeah, I do. I like it. The darker, the better for me. So, I like it. So, yun. Baka ganun yun.
And eventually, will your art also involve coffee na rin in the future in your fabrics?
Pwede. I'm experimenting. I'm talking to a lot of dye. Yung mga nagda-dye, yung mga natural dye. Sabi ko, parang maganda to pag kunyari ito indigo.
Yeah.
Parang imagine kung coffee stain siya.
Yes. Kasi you have na naman pinaggamitan eh.
Pero
diba?
Pwede. No, yeah, I like that.
But before we end, I'm so excited about your clothing line. How did this come about?
Okay, the clothing line. Oh, actually, I've always made clothing. Kasabay ng pillow, gumawa ko ng pants for myself. I've always wanted
And your apron?
Or aprons. Everything I make it because I like it. So
Yes.
I would wear it first,
Like
or I
your
would
pillow.
like a pillow, and
This,
so
your space.
yeah, I always try to do that. Para ako na mismo yung kausap ko lang ako yung target market.
Yes.
So para isipin ko ng gano'n. Yung clothing, kasi I accumulated a lot of fabrics that I cannot use for upholstery.
So it's also
For example,
upcycling.
For example, yung mga silk
Yes.
or yung mga cotton na magaganda,
Yes.
yung mga cashmere, hindi ko naman siya pwedeng gamitin sa pillows.
Yes, yes.
So I said, okay, let's make clothing. Tapos I'm a big guy, so I wanted something wider cut. So I was like, okay.
Yes.
So yeah, it started there. And also for selfish reason, kasi mas madali siyang i-pop up. Kasi for furniture, sobra yung ingress and egress.
Correct.
With clothes.
The transportation.
But we do both. But mas madali na mag-pop up pag clothing.
Okay, last question. A lot of kids now say, work-life balance. And with you doing so many things, writing, doing pillows, doing furniture, tapestry, now clothing, how are you able to balance all this and still smiling?
You take pockets of breaks every now and then. Or like, I don't know, I don't feel like I'm working. Napapagod ako, but because, it's really hard work. But as cliche as it sounds, talagang if you really like what you do,
Hindi tayo napapagod.
mapapagod ka, pero it's worth it. Yung parang hindi ka napapagod ng walang
How do
dahilan.
you recharge?
I travel. So travel fun
Travel
pa rin.
talaga.
But right now,
You do solo travel?
I like solo travel, but over the last couple of years, I enjoy traveling with my family.
Yeah.
We always go to Japan. That's like our send place. Kahit madaming tao, pero we like it. It's convenient. So we spend Christmas holidays. I like that. But I also like, dati kasi medyo kasi travel gusto ko talaga mga 15, 20 days. But now I'm enjoying,
15,
I
20
travel long.
days.
Kasi sa cruise ship, 2 days lang kami or 3 days nag-stay. So ayoko nun. But I traveled for 3 months dati. So straight.
Your longest was?
3 months.
Where?
South Asia. So, Nepal, India, Sri Lanka.
Wow.
Tapos Indonesia.
So
din
all
naman.
these learnings traveling the world.
Yes. But now I enjoy smaller one. I think parang mga 5 days, pwede na ako doon. Yung kunyari, Bangkok or Vietnam or kahit Iloilo. Parang gusto ko yung mga,
Tell us more about solo travel. I know a lot of people are scared to try solo travel. Like in your first trip solo travel, did you
Not
get
at
scared?
all.
Or
I was really-
like eating alone or going to a coffee shop alone?
No, because back then, I already worked for the cruise ship So, I was really independent
You're
na.
used to it already.
I used to it already. Tapos
Like going on a day trip and like seeing
Yeah.
the place by yourself.
by myself. Also,
And since you also love photography and film, and you never really felt alone because
Alone.
you're busy.
Yeah, if you're with someone, tapos pag mag-stop ka sa mga gusto mong picture, parang you worry pa kung okay lang ba yung friend mo kasi
Yes,
nandun lang
yes.
siya. No. But now, I can now. Kasi dati, talagang I would not travel with someone.
Yeah.
But now, I'm okay na. Parang open na po ako to travel with, okay na. Parang naano ko na siya. So,
Any mga dream travel destinations pa na hindi mo na pumunta?
Madami.
Madami
So,
pa. In the Philippines?
yes. In the Philippines, I wanna go back. I've been there, but I wanna go back to Batanes.
Batanes.
But I wanna go to Tawi-Tawi din.
Yes.
So, I've never been.
And a lot of beautiful fabric.
I know.
And
I wanna-
inspiration for art.
Also, Iloilo. I'm very much into colonial, mga old colonial.
Yes. So, definitely you need to go to Iloilo.
Have you been?
Yes,
I've
yes.
never been, so.
You need to go to Iloilo.
Grabe daw yung
and
food
also the
scene
fabric.
Hablon sa So, yun. Also Visayas. I've been to Mindanao quite a lot, but not so much the Visayan region. So, maybe,
You have to. Well, definitely you've been to Cebu.
I've been to Cebu, yes. Oo nga pala.
So,
Oo.
definitely Bacolod, Iloilo for the Hablon.
Yeah. yun, mga ganun, mga shorter strip. Yung hindi nakaka-guilty na may iniiwan kang coffee shop na.
So tell us more about if somebody wants to open up a coffee shop. What's your top 5 advice?
Don't open really identify your why. Why are you building the cafe? And maybe just like hindi naman personal caution. Baka sabihin ko lang na it's really exciting to the idea of building a coffee shop.
Yes.
And it is really exciting. But please know that it's a lot of work. I was surprised as well on how administrative it is because it's an admin job. Hindi lang siya designing a coffee shop. Kasi kala ko ganun lang yun dati. Hindi lang siya yung
inventory, accounting.
Yes, oh my God. And also, kung mag-start ka, deal with yung mga may hirap na, yung mga government compliance. Kasi yun yung parang something na hindi ko in-expect na mahirap pala. Yung everything, the taxes, mahirap. Tapos, it's a people job too. It's a very admin job. You're dealing with different people, yung mga from all walks of life, from different educational backgrounds. So, siya?
To be patient.
Yes. If you're an artist who wants to build a coffee shop, please partner up with a business person or someone na talagang may trusted ka who can, yung very logical in things na, kasi if you're an artist tapos you rely lang on your emotions, please, don't do it. Mahirap siya.
But thank you so much for sharing your story. So, Guru, for our last question, ever since you were young, it seemed like you really knew what you wanted to do and you just kept on building on it. Really living your life how you wanted. You wanted to travel, you got that opportunity in Magsaysay cruise, and then you wanted to travel more of the world, you put up travel fund, and you're able to do so, and doing writing, doing tapestry work, and all the beautiful products you've done. Like, how did you find your why at an early age? How were you able to be true to yourself?
I'm lucky because my family and my parents especially are very, very supportive of what I do. Sa aming lahat naman. So, they never questioned me. Parang they care kung okay ba yung ginagawa ko or whatever they would ask. Pero they just gave me so much freedom to do whatever I want to do. And if you have that in mind growing up, parang you can do anything really. So parang if you have a very supportive family, parang and friends in that instance, parang really anong kakatakot mo to do anything?
So you just do it. You just do it. You're true to yourself with your art, and everything follows.
Yeah.
You're able to
because
meet the right people.
Yeah.
And you're able to do beautiful things together.
I hope so, yeah. That's a goal, but yeah.
But thank you so much, Dan, for taking time out, being our guest for Working PH. Our viewers are very inspired with your story.
Thank you.
And please come visit Coffee Shop.
Yes, please.
Thank you.
Margaret.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dan, for joining us today and for sharing your story. Your journey reminds us that creativity knows no single form. Whether through words, design, it's all about passion and purpose. To everyone listening, may this episode inspire you to keep exploring, keep creating, and never be afraid to start something new. Don't forget to follow Work and Talk in PH for more episodes like this, where we highlight work that matters and the people behind it. Again, I'm Mary Chris, and this is Work and Talk in PH, your go-to podcast for lifestyle insights, career convos, and real estate realness, where chill convos meet real life lessons because it works